My beautiful stars, reading time. How's about that beautiful intro? Oh, hopefully it works, otherwise I'm going to sound silly. But one of you beautiful souls, you beautiful angels, you sent me that yesterday, and when I tell ya, like, it brought a tear to my eye. I just can't believe that someone would take time out of their day for little old me and make something so beautiful. So can't thank you enough, and I absolutely love it. And if it works, that'll be our new little intro, my stars. So yeah, I'm a happy little Vegemite, and thank you again. I appreciate it so much. But anyway, into the reading. I want to do a sense of urgency today. I want to do what's around you guys, because I keep hearing when a certain truth resurfaces. So it's not something that's just going to be revealed. This is something that was spoken about in the past, and it's coming back around. Maybe it wasn't dealt with properly in the past. Maybe you could have felt a little bit bamboozled in the past. Maybe this is a truth that you have spoken, but it was always denied. This is something that is going to be like that aha moment. Okay, so let's confirm, main collective, what's around you, and then we'll really start breaking this down. Actually, let's roll the dice, as I feel this is coming very soon. So the 4 days. Let's do week ahead. Okay, so we're going to do your week ahead, but 4 is clearly important here, and that's masculine energy as well. 4. All right, so week ahead. So water sign, emotions running high, but whoever's coming to your mind intuitively, they could be a water sign, or you yourself could be a water sign. There it is, confession energy. I always say confession's different to communicate, and I think for a long time it hasn't been the right time for whatever this reveal is. I think maybe this collective, even though you know what this truth is, it's kind of like it's exited out of your energy radar. It's not something you focus on anymore, okay? Which means it's been a while here. I just want one more for that. No. These, they could be important. You could be seeing them as a sign. Yeah, they'll be back. So it hasn't been the right time. So there's something here that's had to go full circle in their life as your life as well. You might not understand what's been going on in the background, but when it comes to the return of whoever this is, it was never the right time. So there's been a big release and a shift in their energy, and there's clearly something shifting and releasing in your energy, which really ties into eclipse energy too. And we've got eclipse here, solar eclipse tomorrow, here in Australia. Okay, so this is what's around you. If it's not you struggling with finances or addictions, maybe certain bad habits are surfacing in your life that they're really wanting you to clear and focus on. It could be tied to this person. This could be part of this truth that needs to be revealed. Maybe this is a reason why things haven't been the right time either. One more for your top row. Mercury retrograde. So that's till the 7th. So it's definitely coming in soon, but there's been a lot of communication issues here. This is about putting things under review. Maybe right now, side note, you're going through some electronic issues or car troubles, but there's definitely been a standstill when it comes to this person. I'm kind of smelling off the grid, especially with this not the right time. It could be quite a while since you've spoken to this person. Hold on a second. It's kind of smelling a bit like no contact here. Hold on. Yeah, so they've had their cards close to their chest. So this person, and I feel they're being very strategic right now, but I think they present as if they're happily single, having the time of their life, that they've moved on, that they're not interested. This person's definitely, when I say cards close to their chest, you wouldn't even think this person's got any cards towards you for the right collective, okay? Maybe you're really losing hope as well, I just heard. not just hand of cards, but they've got the mask as well. So again, in the middle here, through this holding their cards, their mask, they've presented like this means nothing to them. Okay, this person clearly struggles when it comes to vulnerabilities or letting people in on a deep level. And maybe this is why they've had a mask on for so long, especially if you already know these truths and they've been denied a lot. It was probably their coping mechanism to stay away here. But they've been hiding the unconditional love. So this is what they've been hiding from you. But they're reminiscing. So if you've just had a surge of this person and it's actually putting you into misery, because there's a reason I said it's like you've lost hope, this collective. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia. They're pulling on your energy right now, the runner. So they've... Remember, I spoke about this the other day. I'm going to bring it up. It's coming to my mind. This collective, if this person's come out of nowhere, there's a reason. Okay, they're literally pulling at your thread. And we spoke about train of thought the other day. And I find quite special people. Sometimes you don't know if it's you thinking about, and not just with love. This is all areas of your life. You're like, is someone accessing my energy? Why am I overwhelmed? Why am I this? Why am I thinking of that person, this person, that person? When your mind just has an acceleration of a thought out of nowhere, so it's not tied to a train of thought. So like I explained it last time, say you get into the car, right, and you turn the radio on and then a song comes up that brings up nostalgia, right? A lot of you guys will straight away say, oh my God, it's a sign, they're thinking of me, they're thinking of me. That's probably more of a sign because you've allocated that song to this person, your internal masculine energy, right? But anyway, because it's come from a train of thought, so you've put it on, nostalgia's been activated, you start remembering this person, you guys will either take it as a sign as they're thinking of me, and remember our signs are for our internal guidance, our internal balance, to find our inner self, to be the best version, to tap into our authentic blueprint, right? So you guys will either take it as a sign as, oh, they must be thinking of me, right? Or you start thinking, is this coming from up above? Is this telling me union's coming? Is this, that? That in itself is a sign for internal work, but it's activated from a train of thought. So that's your own internal emotion, right? But say you're at the shops, the same shops you're at every day, you're going to pay for something, there's nothing there to activate a train of thought with this person. So you're going to pay for something and all of a sudden, boom, they come into your mind. That's them thinking of you in that very moment, accessing your thread. They're accessing your energy, right? It's the same with family, friends. You're at the shops, you think of a pet that's at home, maybe your little pet's thinking about you. When something just comes into your mind without a train behind it, right? So activating it through movies, music, whatever it is, right? That's your own internal message that needs to be guided. That's you thinking of them, or it's a sign from up above to focus more on your internal masculine, whatever the case may be, okay? This person, however, I think the right collective, and there's a reason I'm explaining this, maybe you're thinking, why has this person just come up all up in my energy of recent? Why am I thinking about them more than usual? Whatever the case may be, this person is going over certain things that is tying them to your energy right now, all right? So this runner that's been holding their cards close to their chest, wearing their mask, presenting like they're bloody meh in the world, they're ruminating, okay? They're thinking about you more than ever. So there's been a lot of cycles here, okay? This needed time. It took a lot of time, cycles, time to heal, progression. Maybe this was this person's coping mechanism. I find masculine energy, this is normally Feminine energy, you walk through the emotion, you deal with the emotion first. Masculine energy, they do anything they can to distract themselves from that emotion, okay? And again, you don't need to be a male to have masculine energy. It's whoever embodies that most, right? The masculine energy, it's let's focus on things I can control. Let's focus on the things that, you know, can take this emotion away. Let it be time with friends. Let it be excessively focusing on work, whatever it is. In general, a masculine energy of, I don't want to say avoid, but again, masculine strength is to literally sort out your life and feel in control of your environment through action, right? This person, this was clearly their coping mechanism, and this might have taken a lot longer than usual. Maybe this person, it's been years, whatever the case is, they had their own way of dealing with how they could deal with it in the moment, all right? But now, all that emotion they've been avoiding, all those truths they've been running away from, it's confronting them right now, which means there's truths that were hidden from you, because every puzzle piece leads to the next. There's something in this person's life where those truths that were denied, that created friction with your connection, are now being revealed in some way or form in their life, which is making them again activate and think of you. It's like certain karmic lessons they're not learning from whatever these truths are. It's like caught red-handed. It's all being revealed again, because I always say until we heal things or certain actions, certain things in our shadow, they're just going to keep resurfacing. So just because this person denied things black and blue with you doesn't mean that it's forgotten and it's not there. For this person to heal whatever that is, they're going to have to keep making them walk through the fire to confront this truth within themselves. Make sense? So whatever happened here, again, that was denied, it's coming back around for them, okay? And they're starting to see the repeated cycle about whatever this is that's been tucked away in their soul. It kind of smells like a skeleton, like one of those things we're not proud of. We don't tell partners, we don't tell spouses. It's coming back around. Mask. Healing. So they healing, but in the time we all have different healing times, different healing journeys. I say we're forever healing, but some people are slower than others. This person, to wear such a mask over their vulnerabilities that clearly started from a very young age. If it's a skeleton that started from a very young age, that's a hard trauma to overcome. So even though you may not have seen in the physical, and right now you're kind of on that brink, patience. We talk about it all the time. This is very kind of, I don't want to say the mask is completely taken down, because these are still coming up here, but I think there's a powerful transition for this person to at least start taking accountability for certain actions and emotional traits that they have in life. I genuinely feel this person wants to change something about them right now, something that's holding them back, which is beautiful. Last one. Yeah, and now it's reigniting the emotion of you. But how do I approach you after all this time? They like you. Romance is blooming. Fun flirting, wanting to date. Phoenix energy. You could have a phoenix tattoo, or this person. New phase, rekindle, renew, transform, growth, change mind. There's something growing and transitioning. But there's fear here. I'm not going to lie. I can smell it. There's a lot of fear, but I feel there's a genuinity, is that the right word, coming from this person, which is nice. And I don't think this collective, you've experienced that in quite a while, especially with these communication issues. Okay, water. Travel, there could be distance between you guys. And just as a side note, maybe you're wanting to take a little trip away or a weekend away, but I'm more, you will be traveling soon. I feel there's a bit of distance between you two. I want one more for that. Okay, so there could have been someone in the middle that put a little bit of distance here as well. Someone in the middle trying to sabotage this. Maybe there was a bit of wrong advice being flown around, especially if they were happily single, time with friends, that kind of energy. Maybe they didn't have the best influences around them, especially when it came to advice. All right, they'll be back. Yeah, it's being guided. Maybe you both lost some people in this separation as well, like physical passings. But I feel this is being guided back to you. And now more than ever, you're really getting strong signs. Actually, let's get you an angel message. Sorry, I got these yesterday. We got so many new decks. We're going to use a couple of them in this reading. Intuit Tarot, Angel Oracle. Let's get what guardian is looking over you right now, and let's see what angel is looking over them. Who's looking over you right now? Michael. Oh, so you've got Michael looking over you. You could really connect. He's our protector. Defender and protector of this earth. Reveals truths. So he's protecting you while this truth comes. Remember, I always say, Archangel Michael, he's our most painful archangel, because the way he protects us is by removing obstacles, right? So he gives us sign after sign intuition that things aren't working in our life. Let it be that job where like, oh, I don't want to go to work. Working and feeling undervalued, underappreciated, working for pennies. Let it be relationships. We're constantly getting those red flags, but we're choosing to stay because of the external attachment, the dependence on one another financially. Let it be children. Let it just be that, you know, you own a home together or you share a home. It's like when it comes down to the crunch, even though you know this isn't serving you, it's like you're refusing to move on because society's expectation as well. Oh, well, it's going to be too hard. We're financially dependent. We have the children. We have this. So even though, and I always say love's meant to be our sanctuary, even though you feel anything but a sanctuary, you're still choosing to stay. And I always say greed's our biggest sin here, believe it or not. I wouldn't say complete greed, but it is. It's the external abundance that's making you stay. Whatever the case, there's a reason I'm using these examples. He will give us sign after sign after sign. And if you are someone truly special and you have something very, very big to achieve in this world, once he blows his bloody trumpet, all of those little red flags you are choosing to ignore, he will create a tower and remove it for you. And normally in a painful way. It'll literally feel like a crumble. So you have to walk through that fire and rebuild a better foundation and better structure. Right now he is by your side. So whatever truth is coming, he's guiding and protecting you through this truth. And he's asking you to turn to him and understand he's protecting you. And you are hearing this truth because you're ready to hear it. It's not you prying. It's not you opening Pandora's box and stalking socials. This is coming, this full circle moment, because he is saying, this isn't going to make your trauma worse. This is going to guide you. All right. He's going to give you strength and courage and resolve. Call on me when you feel afraid, lonely, and in despair, or you're in need of courage and protection. So Sunday could be very important here. Sapphire, I'm seeing my royal love. That could be your birthstone. And he's saying trust. This is going to create smooth sailings here. All right, let's see what guardian angel is supporting your person right now. The beautiful eagle. He is my bird of truth soaring by his side. So you have truths all around you right now. Kyriel, the beloved angel of the choir. Magic, intuition, wisdom, soothing sounds, ocean tides. Going places that are feared and untread, so unwalked. So they're giving your person strength in the fear of approaching this situation. I show you how to overcome fears through self-confidence and following the wisdom found in your heart. Ocean Jasper, any day now. So you've got Sunday, they've got any day, so it's really burning inside of them and they're about to dive deep. So this is going to be a very deep emotion. 20th of the 1st. Birthday or memory, so 20th of January, 201 or 120, you could be seeing as an angel number as well. And that comes to 3, so expansion energy. Things are about to expand, especially when it comes to vulnerability and depth of emotion. I want one more for them. Oh, I'm so bad with angel names. Don't judge me. I'm ashamed. Barakiel, divine angel of blessings, showers of heavenly love. Okay, good fortune, removes blocks to success. So they're removing all the emotional blocks in them right now, giving them confidence, helping them trust in their intuition, giving them strength to tread this unknown territory with you right now. 31. Which again comes to 4, so their masculine energy. I can help you become a generous channel through which God will pour a fountain of blessings into your life. Unikite, crystallized February could have been an important memory. February could be important memories, or this could be when this has started trickling in for them wanting to do this. So February is an important month. It could be their birth month as well, but opportunity awaits. So they've known for a long time. I think this person's known for a long time that this discussion needs to be had. They just weren't ready to own their truth. But again, I'm going to have to tap into what's currently going on in their life to see why this is all hitting them like a ton of bricks now. I want one more. Sorry, I'm like, one more. Zachariah. I can't even say them. It's so embarrassing. Zachariel, the angel of the apocalypse, restores the spirit, reveals attachments, protects children, heals emotion, and creates courage. I reveal truth, guide humanity through times of upheaval, and bring souls to God for judgment. Wow. Okay. Hermitite. Now is the timing, the great reveal. So the angels are supporting them through this truth. They're making them understand this needs to be spoken now. So they're really giving them a sense of urgency with this, and they're also helping this person with their confidence. So if they've been helping this person with their confidence, I know this is going to sound very silly, but it could also be this person's putting a lot of effort into maybe their physical appearance, going to the gym, whatever it may be. And I know it's really silly, but this day and age with social media, a lot of our insecurities do start to stem from how we view ourselves externally, which is really sad. It's really sad. But when you get to that point, you can look in the mirror and you're feeling good, and especially if your person always struggled and was either very skinny and insecure about their weight. I'm slender and tall. I'm seeing that stork card, or they could be a little bit on the pudgier side. Whatever the case, there's a reason this is coming to my mind. I think your person, and it's sad, but what adds to their insecurities, they're not completely happy with their external appearance. I don't know if they've ever admitted this to you, but if they present this kind of big bravado they're having, I think they kind of really shy away from their insecurities when it comes to vocalizing them. But I feel this person has started to really be proud of their external appearance, which sounds so vain, but clearly it's a message for this collective. But I also feel they're finding confidence, self-confidence with the way they're communicating. So maybe your person has actually been working on boundaries, and if you remember them being quite self-sacrificing or a bit of a people pleaser, I just feel your person's feeling strength in putting themselves first and not being dependent on the approval or admiration of others. Okay. It all starts with confidence. For them to be coming in with the truth that they've been hiding for so long, there's something with their solar right now that's really balancing, which is beautiful. But their angels are giving them so much sense of urgency, so divine intervention to act, which is good. Okay, let's keep going. And also maybe gaining confidence if there was financial issues in the past. Maybe they're finding a little bit more success right now, which is giving them confidence as well. Gambling. Manifest. So even you, if you have been, I don't want to say you're a gambler, but if you remember that first deviation, any kind of stresses you're having about anything internally yourself, the universe is by your side. But the universe, your angels, have heard your prayers, and they're just saying, remember to stay positive right now and not hold on to things that are out of your control. Things are clearly shifting in your life, as they are for this person. You've got a very powerful cycle coming in. I always say things kind of feel like they're falling apart before we really enter that new change. Okay, so whatever you're stressing about, it has to happen right now. You're removing the old. And remember, I have to say this, it's coming to my mind. This journey is to teach us to heal the things that have been holding us back. So let's just go to you, because it's coming to my mind for this collective. Let's say you're someone in the past, it was really hard for you to save. Let's say you, when it came to finances, you'd live paycheck to paycheck, you'd get paid, spend your money within whatever the case may be. If you've always had that habit that you know, unfortunately, material, external things would put you in a financial pickle, or you would always leave bills to the last minute, or, you know, constantly switching jobs and never saving. So you would stress, you would stay in a job because you didn't have enough saved to at least pay bills while you laid over. Whatever the case, if financial stress has been a burden for you your whole life because of, unfortunately, excessive spending, they're going to teach you this lesson to walk through the fire time and time again, to learn material gain is not the be all and end all. There's a reason this is coming to my mind for this collective. So we talk about repeated cycles all the time, and this could be a repeated cycle for this collective. They want you to knuckle down on frivolous spending, okay? I always say this, it's really sad. Like I said, we're ruled by greed here. When we are financially insecure, we make stupid decisions and we stay in stupid environments. I feel everybody should have some form of little nest egg put away, and I get this a lot, oh, but I can't, I need to get this, I need to do that. Even if it takes a while to get a little bit of savings in check, let's say you go and you buy a coffee 3 or 4 times a week, buy it 2 times a week. Say you're buying takeout 2 times a week, do it 1 time a week. Like, just little things. You can make savings in little things, but people don't realize just these little tiny purchases that they're buying daily. Or even if you're at work, pack your lunch instead of having to, you know, buy a soft drink or do that. You can find little avenues where you can cut back. But for this collective that I'm talking to, I don't need unnecessary comments like, I do this, I've got 5 kids to take care of. It's not for you. This specific collective, you have a message about finances where you can save, but you just choose to be a little bit more frivolous with your money, okay? There's something here, there's a lesson that they're trying to grant you, so this doesn't happen for you. And I find true spiritual people as well that take a path of healing and serving, it's to really learn to give back as well. Okay, so you guys all get this download that you want to support this and help this and provide this and create a foundation. But if that's what you've envisioned for your end goal, but you're still very kind of, I don't want to say materialistic, but very frivolous, you're showing your higher self you're not ready. Okay. Right, collective, that message will make sense. Challenges. So you've had a lot of challenges through communication, making decisions to work on inner healing. I don't think you and this person have ever had good communication, even when you were initially together. Could have been very passionate and full of love, but when it came to deep communication and vulnerabilities and, you know, facing challenges without them turning argumentative or turning into conflict, I think this was lacking here. Okay, so you both needed to grow and learn from this. I think maybe you both needed to grow a little bit when it came to finances and structure and saving, and again, don't make it fit. Commitment. So that could have added to the breakup as well. And I find that definitely bad communication will always put a relationship in destruction, but financial pressures can really destroy relationships as well. So again, it's just good to have, especially with how this world is, if you're living in a developed country, to at least have a little bit of financial security put aside, because it stops you from making silly decisions and keeping yourself in silly situations because of financial need. Okay, but I never really delve into that kind of energy for a collective, so it's important for this collective. Especially if you're someone that always pays people's way, okay, and you have started to maybe really take care of your finances or be more on top of bills and start saving, and let's say this person's still struggling a little bit with certain things, you don't want to take 10 steps back trying to support someone else, okay. Last one. Okay, mental health. Even maybe certain health anxieties are coming over you right now. Again, this is what's in your week ahead. So whatever's coming, again, you just need to trust. You understand this is being governed by your beautiful Michael by your side. So just make sure you don't overwork yourself. I want one more for this health. Spiral, we know that. Expecting. I think it's expectation. I don't think this collective you're actually expecting. Maybe there's a couple of you that are pregnant and that are going through some health concerns. But this could even be something that's about to be spoken. I'm not even going to try and sugarcoat it. That might be quite a concerning truth to hear. But like I said, it's something that's resurfacing. Unless you guys shared a pregnancy or lost a pregnancy, maybe that's something. This conversation's resurfacing. I'll have to delve into it. I'm hearing a few for that pregnancy card. Okay, but with commitment here. Anyway, let's keep going. All right. Before we really start breaking it down, I want to use our new Zodiac 180. I'm so excited to play with these. So, again, Intuit Tarot. All right. Main collective. What are you going through right now? These are a bit thinner than the other ones. All right, so car, there is something, right, collective, there is something to do with car here right now. An old car, number 8, weary, retired, exhausted. Okay, needing restoration, going over old habits. So there's a reason we deviated. The good old days are about to resurface. Certain family patterns are being illuminated, turning back time. So we're about to relive something from the past here. Links into the message. But again, you could be going through nostalgia. And I'm actually looking at this car, restoration of cars. Let it be a grandparent of yours. I'm seeing like a masculine male restoring cars right now, like old school cars. The important detail. Okay, spilled milk. So certain regrets, accidents, trying not to sweat the small stuff. It's so funny. You're wanting to leave things in the past, and we've got things resurfacing from the past. You're kind of in that energy. This is over, and you got that with no, not the right time. Oh my God, this can't change now. You're feeling disappointed. You're trying to let go. You've got some heavy energy that you're focusing on. Again, there's a reason it's coming up over you. 8th of the 5th, 5th of the 8th. And then we've got roses, but then there's the hope. So you're trying your hardest to let go, but then there's this hope for you. Roses. Roses could be an important memory as well. Love, romance, affection, appreciation, devotion. Oh gosh, highly emotional right now. Maybe you have moments of thinking, is this just an infatuation? Why can't I get past this? I'm so enchanted by this person. I'm so enchanted by this love. What's going on? Especially if there has been a lot of time. But the right collective right now, you're yearning. So because you're yearning, and we talk about this all the time, your outlook is, I'm silly. This is done. This can't be changed. There's so much damage here, so much unspoken damage, so much unresolved business. Like, even though you have, as soon as you start yearning and activating that nostalgia, we're going straight into negativity, which we need to release. The crystal ball. Oh no, Bab. Sorry, I thought that was the ball. The reason I said crystal ball, though, you could be a scryer, so looking into water, or actually a crystal ball mirror work flames. You could find imagery from scrying this collective, or if you haven't tried, maybe you should try and develop that. But your intuition, premonition, you've seen this, but you just haven't seen your time. What you've seen, you saw clearly. But again, the time. It's been a theme this week. People and patience. Your sixth sense, instinct, divination, future planning, past, present, future is about to collide. Trust your inner knowing. It's funny because it's like, this is your main emotion. Good, bad, good, bad. It's like you don't see the energy activating in the background. Once upon a time you did. But it's because this is about to revisit the past. Your brain, your energy, it's like you can feel, not here, subconscious, you can feel something's returning from the past. So it's activating your intuition, your inner knowing, but because there's been no answers, because there's been literally unresolved business, because past nostalgia is activating, you're at the point, I need to let this go. This is done. This is this. This is this. When they're trying to restorate something that was once broken. The olive branch. So maybe you're going over you putting out an olive branch. I definitely don't think you think an olive branch is coming. Truth, surrender, giving in, coming to terms. You don't feel this. I think this is what you're in, and you don't see the surrounding energy around you clearly. I think your intuition's a little bit off right now. I think once upon a time you saw it coming. Making amends, a peace offering. Ceasing the fire, treaty, agree to disagree. Okay, so first of the second, second of the first, birthday memory, first of the first. All right, let's confirm these. You could have seen a beautiful dove of recent. All right, this old car. Oh, beautiful, yes. Big confirmation. You got a yes card. Another one. The answer is yes. This situation or event is right on track. Restoring the past. It's time. Rainbow. You could have just seen a beautiful rainbow. So again, you don't see this. You definitely don't believe this. But this is what's coming. Okay. Spilt milk. 1st to the 8th. 8th to the 1st. The knot. Okay, this is what makes you struggle without you knowing, focusing on the negativity. It's a complex situation, a situation that needed to resolve without you in their life and vice versa. It's a very complex situation that unfortunately you don't know all the ins and outs of. You weren't ready to. Remember that Archangel Michael card. You're ready now. It's not going to make your trauma worse. I say it all the time with closure. People that crave closure, I say, no, you don't. You don't want to crave closure. What if that closure your poor little soul can't take? People that don't get closure, that's being governed from high above. There's a reason for it. Your poor little soul probably can't hear that closure in that moment. This was a very complex situation that, again, you didn't know the ins and outs of. It wasn't a riddle to solve, it was a riddle to release and let unfold. But this has been binded to you. There's been a lot of difficulties. This made you feel tied up, but this has always been a fated connection. But the time has sent havoc on you. Holding things. This has been an unbreakable bond, but you have been thinking, no, this cannot, this is a disappointment, this is over, this is this is that. You're trying to put logic into a situation you've got no control over. Okay. 10th of the 5th, 5th of the 10th. Roses. Oh. Oh my God. I've actually got that spider tattooed on my side. The Black Widow. You could have just seen a Black Widow. Or a red belly black, that's a snake. Redback as well. You could have a Black Widow tattooed on you. There's a reason I said that. Betrayal, warning, twisted, cunning, it says toxic situation or relationship, and I think that's why it's been protected too. It has been a toxic situation you weren't allowed to be a part of. Everyone, even soul ties, you've got your own karmic wheels to deal with, and that's another reason separation takes place. Maybe this person wasn't meant to be there for certain good or bad karma you were experiencing, and vice versa. When we're with a partner and they're going through tower moments and this and that, and we love them, we are involved in that as much as they are, because we just want to protect them, we want to heal it, especially if you're an avid giver and there was financial karma this person had to go through, like you weren't meant to pay their way, whatever it is. Again, you don't know what the forces are in the background. There's a reason for everything, but there was something here that it's like neither of you were meant to be in each other's life for certain karmic experiences you needed to go through individually. Okay. But there was something unexpected that came from this love, and this is part of the truth that needs to be revealed here. But this is a card of poison as well. So I'm more seeing it's not that it's the fixation. It's the fixation. It started to poison your soul, because even though you're clearly a very special person, it's like you just couldn't understand the time away, why this was, you couldn't understand it. You couldn't wrap your mind around it. So you started calling yourself crazy and delusional. I see it all the time. Thanks for feeding my delulu. Why do people write that rubbish? Like, why do people write that rubbish? If trying to trust your intuition makes you feel like you're delusional, you're missing a very big chapter of this journey. Truly. You're fighting your deeper instincts because, again, society's expectation, that's not logical, so I must be delusional. I want one more for that. Yeah, it made you hit rock bottom. So this love, this was probably the first thing in your life that really did make you hit a true rock bottom, especially if this activated you. I'm not saying you haven't been through low points or rock bottoms in life, but this was probably a very, very tough period to get through. But things needed to change. You weren't meant to be in each other's lives, and you wouldn't have changed being in each other's lives. It would have progressively got worse. It was extreme difficulty, darkness, isolation, crisis, nowhere to go but up. So even though they made you hit rock bottom, gosh, did you climb your way back up. Blessing in disguise in the moment, even though it was extremely painful. Okay, this crystal bab. Rainbow. Beautiful. So this is what you've always known through your intuition, premonition, seeing clearly. So when you were seeing clearly, you always knew you were going to get wishes granted. A serendipitous moment would arrive. Blessings, patience will pay off. Abundance, hope, good luck, patience, promise, God send, creation, manifesting wealth, prosperity, perfect timing. So when you're in your belief, or when you are in your belief, that is what matters. But unfortunately, this collective, you probably think now through time, that's what makes me delusional. That's your one true inner knowing here, and it's truth. But again, what society deems to be acceptable for waiting, or even if it is on a prosperous path, financial path, and there's roadblocks, what society deems to be acceptable, because it hasn't fit into the mold of what society teaches you to be right, it makes you question everything. Not good. An eclipse, and it's the eclipse tomorrow here in Australia. So underneath the olive branch, heart of the home, a happy home, security, love, kindness. So it, belonging, bliss, contentment, comfort, affection, peace, heart's desires, longevity. So from a honeymoon phase to longevity, but it's just needed patience. Again, it's really funny because I feel this is kind of what you think is going on, and this is what's really going on. Okay, so hopefully this shows you what a negative outlook can do for the right collective. Last one overall. Oh, the worry. Stop worrying. Worry, fear, anxiety, irritated, calming, soothing, bored. So again, you need to ask yourself, what makes you feel like this? It's literally for the right collective, things you've got no control over. Things that you just fixate on the mind, which you've chosen to do. I always say what's out of our hands should be out of our mind and heart, but people want to focus on the things that are out of their hands, and then the things they can control: better finances, better job, better routine, a lot of self-care, improvement of health, those things. People are like, nah, that'll just unfold. That'll fall in my lap. It's like this collective, and again, right now, you're full of worry, and you shouldn't be. You've got to change your frequency right now. Otherwise, what's coming, you aren't going to trust. It's going to feel very worrying-some, especially because you're still focusing on so many negativities. It's clearly not going to be an easy truth to hear. So if you're focusing on all the negativity, you could react in a way that maybe you shouldn't. Okay, again, this is finding you for a reason. Worry and fear will eat you up if you let them. And this poor collective, you've let it eat you up for long enough. Okay. I want one more. Oh, the weight of the world on your shoulders. But you haven't needed to. I always talk about focusing on the things that actually ignite sparkle. So burdens, physical, emotional, stress, trouble, challenges, strain, duties, held back, responsibilities, hardship, obligations. 10-10. Wheel of Karma's always been at play. They've wanted you to learn to release this. This collective, this is still a lesson for you, clearly. Oy. This kind of energy, you would be very distrusting, always looking for ulterior motives in others, very hard to take people at face value or situations at face value. When something good happens in your life, is this too good to be true? Is this going to last? How long is this going to last for? This can't be permanent. It's like you wish away your happiness, okay, because of the worry you have embedded in your soul. So even though you a beautiful spiritual collective, you still focus so much on the tangible, what you can see, and it's the unicorn energy. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean it's not real. Okay, it's not. What's happening in front of our face isn't the only thing that matters. It's the rooms we're not in. And right now in the background, they've got magic that they're trying to release for you. But this outlook needs to change, because you will wish your happiness away again, because you're constantly going to be dissecting in distrust. All right. Again, Intuit Tarot, Zodiac 100. My link for all Intuit Tarot decks are in my link tree. And again, 10% off at the counter. But good advice, wait till they're on sale. They normally do like 40-50% off. Plus with my 10%, that's like 60% off at the counter. Just saying. This deck's okay, but it's a bit thin. I like the cards. I think they're beautiful. But like the Twinny deck I always use, bit thicker. This Oracle one, bit thicker. The Tarot. And they sent me a whole heap of Tarot too. But they're good, but a bit thin. Okay. All right. I really want to get into this person. All right, let's see their emotion right now. Let's see what's going on around them. And then we're going to see what's coming next here and their true intention. All right. Oh, was that health? So the health could be them as well. That could be another truth. Maybe you didn't realize this person could have been going through some health and discipline. So they've been working on their mental health and discipline. Why do I feel your person is cutting out addictions or something? Because had that deviation about them working on their inner confidence through, unfortunately, and it's sad, but through appearance, right? And especially if your person was slender and tall, this is coming to my mind, and they had addictions that also affected, you know, like weight loss or maintaining a thin weight. There's something here, it's coming to my mind. I feel this person is really trying to have a lot of mental discipline when it comes to certain addictive traits in their life. And also, I do think there's things with your person they're improving health-wise. Okay. This could be another thing, not a truth that's resurfacing, but a truth that was unknown. Maybe even if it was actual accidents, broken bones, some form of health scare. I don't want to say it, but the sea scare, you know what it came to my mind. But, oh my, this is nice. They're focusing on peace. So they want happiness. They want to remove the stress in their life. If they're really working on mental health and discipline and removing, you know, things that are not good for their vessel, they would be doing that externally as well. Every puzzle piece leads to the next. They're really focusing on inner peace. That's beautiful. So this is probably why they're taking the action they need to. Look at the angels guiding them right now. The angels guiding them are giving them a lot of confidence to stay firm in their decisions and keep pushing. You know, I talk about it all the time. You know, sometimes you just wake up. It's like the Tinkerbell dust. The fairy dust was sprinkled over you as you were sleeping. You wake up and you're like, you've just got this motivation to do this, do that. Take a leap of faith to do that, do this, do that. It's literally your angels as you're sleeping putting fairy dust, magical dust, stardust on you. It's that inspired action that comes from up above. It's like that's what's going on with your person right now. That's nice. Health. Acceptance. I think they're accepting their bad decisions and bad behaviors. And maybe not being ashamed, especially if they've got some mental health issues. Let it be depression, let it be anxiety, let it be, you know, they think that they have a bit of bipolar. Whatever it is, when it comes to health, they're in acceptance. They're in acceptance of the damage and the things that they've done to their vessel. They're in acceptance that if I want certain things to change, I need to be action prone. I need mental discipline. I need willpower. I need to learn to say no and yes to myself in whatever avenue. Hopefully that makes sense. They're starting to accept the things that they can control in their life and shift through action. One more for that. Yeah, they're not shackled to it. Look at, can I tell you something? I'm tapping into their emotion. This is so self-focused and it's beautiful, which means they really are working on their self-confidence. I always say people that lack confidence in relationships, this is where trust issues, this is where this stuff comes from, right? The accusations, the dog with the bone, the unnecessary arguments. If you know your person, a lot of the grievances here did come from lack of confidence. This is really good. Because normally I'm pulling shame, regret, guilt, This is all like, I need to change. I know I need to change. I know I'm in control of my change. No one's holding me captive. I am a free bird. It's me holding myself back. That's accountability. That means self-awareness. Tick. Very good. I don't think I've ever pulled this with such a self-focus. It's really nice. Discipline. Balance, look at it. So because they're finally balancing with this eye, not these eyes, where matters, and what's it doing? Unblocking this, because they're being truthful with themselves. Now that they're owning things and they're being accountable. I always say when our throat chakra is blocked, we're not being true to ourselves. We're hiding truth, skeletons in the closet, covering our blueprint, not tapping into our authentic soul. Whatever your person's now starting to work on, it's giving them strength in their truth because they're owning their truth. They're owning their scars. They're shifting their scars. They're shifting the things that held them back, just like you did on your journey. Again, progression, all slow and steady. This is really positive. Okay, very positive. And focusing on their abundance. But, okay, they're now coming into peace over judgment. You know what I just heard? The empathy. Look at all these purples. I think for so long, they stayed away because of certain judgment, and they were really worried of, so again, clearly growing up, maybe they got in trouble quite a lot as a kid, always had to lie to get themselves out of things. When they were truthful, they would get disciplined. Whatever the case is, I think there was always a lot of fear to own these truths. There was a lot of fear that this would be the be all and end all. They're starting to realize, judgment or not, I need to release this. This is going to give me peace. So this person isn't got the intention, I'm coming back to fix this and come into union and reconcile. It's like, I need to clean the slate here. I need to remove this. This is going to help with my inner peace, because they're owning it. They're not as scared of the judgment anymore. They've got peace with whatever judgment is coming their way. It's not deterring them. Do you know what I'm saying? It's opening their emotion again, their compassion, their understanding, especially to their bad behavior, because they're breaking free from the fog that's kept them shackled, especially if it's through addictions. I talk about sobriety all the time. It takes a good couple years to truly get a balance clear in their mind frame. Okay, so whatever judgment is, there's not fear of what comes next through conversation. They have peace. They have peace in this knowing, which is beautiful. I have never, ever, and I've been on TikTok now since 2022, March 2022. I know we're on YouTube. I've only been on YouTube for a couple months, but I have never tapped into a person's emotion where there's so much self-focus, in a good way, not in a selfish way. Self-focus as in self-discovery, self-evolution, really owning it and wanting to change certain things. So all of those angels to do with confidence that are around them, it's bloody working. Beautiful. Not once have I ever tapped into an energy like that. Like, so that's very beautiful. Very beautiful. All right, so that's their emotion. Actually, I want to see what animal they're shining as right now. Truth, and their backbone. So finally standing up for themselves, getting a spine, boundaries. That's another thing that was helping them with their confidence. Stampeding through the obstacles. They're not letting life weigh them down anymore. As this collective, you feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. This person's removing the weight of the world on their shoulders and taking accountability. A lot of that weight on their shoulders were through their own actions. Okay, I was thinking this person was going through a tower. The more I'm reading this, I think they've already walked through the tower. Now they're healing from it. There's something, I think, very, again, the word's transformative occurring in their life. Let's just get a few of these for them, just to confirm all of that. They're in symphony with the life around them. Harmony, synergy, beautiful, organized structure, precise arrangements, order. They're leading, follow, organized. They're feeling organized, which is helping them with their confidence. Number 3, expansion. The fish hook. So from powerlessness, feeling helpless, paralyzed. So it's so funny. I think it's ricocheted. I think this is what they were going through. Maybe even if it was just a week ago, it's like and I guess you're balancing each other, especially if you just a week ago you felt very symphonized and very in harmony with your surroundings. It's like without you knowing, you're giving them a bit of your strength through the angel's fairy dust. Does that make sense? Because I think not even that long ago this person was feeling very stark. But now their luck's changing. A great catch, prosperity, resourcefulness, abundance. It's like they're picking up your strength at the moment. Tandem bicycle. They're feeling synchronized again. Alliance, focusing on union, partnership, equality, togetherness, aligned, harmony, 2 of a kind. Okay. I think, again, it's this fish hook. Sorry, it's the first time I've used these, but even you can see through here the transition from the powerlessness to luck starting to change, prosperity ahead. This isn't bad. This is nice. I find some collectives, your person comes in from towers, destructions, and sometimes they come in from a very beautiful, guided, balanced place. And I feel that aeroplane. So there is something about travel here. Okay, but overcoming hardship, rising up, freedom, breaking free, hoping things work out, but taking off, internal guidance system. They're trusting their inner compass. Beautiful. 2nd of the 6th, 6th of the 2nd, 8th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 8th. Last one. The sword and scales, balance, Libra energy. I want to balance. Truth. Focusing on this truth. Justice. Balance, making amends. They could have gone through some law, some court issues as well. I'm literally seeing the justice system, the legal system, but they know they need to be fair. They know they need to square this out. The even keel, hear me out. So they're wanting to be heard, but they're not holding on to the fear of what you will say, where for a long time that's what kept them away, but they have peace with however you're going to react. So, because they're owning it and they know they need to clear it. And this is finding you for your reaction. I don't think this person's coming in declaring love. It's truly wanting to mend what's been done with the dishonesty and the blame. Okay. So don't have an expectation this person's going to, whirlwind, all right? But could be a point you can open up the communication lines again. Sorry, I got 2 more. Chocolate. Maybe you're eating chocolate. Satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself. So it's in here, but they're blind to it, right? So they're not coming in with this perfect confirmation. The good stuff, fine dining, no, but their tunnel vision on clearing this, when it comes to this, they're blinded to that right now. But let's be logically, think outside of the box. If this person's returning after so much, you already know the love's here, so don't try and push it. They're coming back and to soothe this and put balance, even if in their mind it's like, I need to clear this out. It emotionally weighs me down. I need to solve this unfinished business, right? That could be their outlook here, but clearly you mean enough to them, or you mean so much to them that they want to do this, right? So even though they're not going to be expressing love and, maybe there's gratitude for how you treated them and how they felt when they were with you, but I don't think it's going to be a door open for let's catch up, let's do this, let's do that. That's something you just need to remove, don't push, and let it unfold, because it's in them. But right now they're just focused on balancing this situation when it comes to hidden truths. Make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. So don't get disheartened. Don't get disheartened when it's kind of that energy, let it be you get a message or an email or a phone call. It really is more like an apology with no door open for what comes next. Does that make sense? It's kind of that clearing the chest. So don't read that. I had a collective here the other week, kind of the same energy. I'm getting deja vu. So don't be disheartened by that. If anything, it should show you how much this person's changing emotionally and what they've overcome. Remember, you're trying to soothe the communication issues. You're trying to soothe the main cause of the problem. So without this chapter, how are you soothing that? This person's going to show you they have strength in communication and accountability, which is beautiful. You being a distrusting person, you need that. All right, let's just get a couple of these, get their intention, and we'll see what's coming next. Oh, we have not had the divine masculine come out for a long time. So we've got rage, we've got divine masculine, change. I think they're well, you can see the peace that they're focusing on. Maybe this person's been very angry for a long time because of things that they were refusing to change in their life, or things that were hidden in their soul. But wow. So they believe in the divine that can... Oh. But you got the transition. I always say you guys come into alignment as twins, trigger central, but your journey is to develop your divine energy. So from twin flame to divine masculine, They've learnt from you. They've grown from you. They've changed from you. They've changed from this journey. And they're forever grateful. Just like this collective, when you're in your strength, you're forever grateful. It's like you understand. I always say, when you understand that what is encapsulated in your meat vessel is your sacred soul that's been here from the start of time, right? This is just where your soul lives, in this meat suit, right? When you really understand how sacred you are and how magical your soul really is, you start treating your external vessel like a temple. You start treating where your body, your meat suit sits, your home, like a temple, like your sanctuary. You put effort into the food that you eat. You put effort into your appearance. You make sure your home and everything is beautiful. It's like once you really start appreciating your internal sparkle and understand how sacred you truly are, because you are, that's when you really start to treat yourself good. That's where that true self-love, self-worth, because you understand your greatness. If you're someone, you still, terrible diet, you're not clean, you don't clean your home, you don't do this, you don't see yourself properly. Your person is still clearly starting to understand that they are sacred, that they are special, that they have so much planned for them in this life, so they need to start treating themselves better. There's a reason I say everything, and I feel this is adding to their self-confidence, because they're starting to understand how heavenly guided they are, how protected they are. For this person to have divine masculine strength towards you right now, you know what I say about that? Through this separation, say when a divine masculine has something locked in, and you would have experienced your own divine masculine energy on your journey of self-discovery, you don't stop. There's no Mount Everest too big that'll stop you. No hurdle too big that'll stop you. Once you're locked in, you're locked in. This person, they're locked in. It's good. They're focused, literally focused. Focus, no distractions. Their attention, they want to solve this. That's very good. So from ghosted to divine masculine, again, you didn't understand why it was taking place. It needed to. Neither of you were meant to be in each other's lives. You would have held back each other. They've been in your life, they wouldn't be who they are today, and vice versa. Truly. Happened for a far greater reason than just heartbreak. Union, finally, so they're changing. Holy moly, I just got an itchy nose. Transformation, preparation, 555 for union. It all needed to happen. Like I said, I don't think union's here right now. They want to clear the communication lines, so don't be disheartened. It's in their soul. Do I think they're going to approach this? No. Okay, don't have an expectation. So music, they're guided by music underneath the divine. Okay, and I always tell you guys about Angel Shuffle. I don't know if you guys do that. If this has resonated with you to this time, get onto your playlist. Ask your angels, if this message is for me, show me a song to confirm it. Press shuffle and see what comes on. I always say there's no bigger connection from our team through technology. They show us so much, let it be, or even electricity, the flickering lights. Like yesterday, my fan just went on out of nowhere. They connect, especially music. So maybe your person really finds hidden messages through music. They could be really connected. They could do bloody angel shuffle. There's a reason I'm saying it, for their energy. But do that and write in the comments what song came on. Okay. It'll blow you away. I recommend everyone does angel shuffle. You're in a time of need and you need something answered. Ask a question to your angels and press shuffle. Oh, perfect. Complete activation through their journey. Activated. Powerful. Powerful. So they're activated to the frequency. One more. Only thing that didn't come out was the divine feminine here. So, but protected. The Kundalini. There we go. Beautiful. Kundalini, the awakening, the one, and protected right now. But I think they could be watching in a little bit. So I always say people watch in on the sidelines and don't communicate, sending the evil eye. Admiration, envy, whatever it is, with someone prying, that's them interfering in your energy without knowledge. It's the evil eye. Okay. Let's see true intention. All right, what's this person's true intention towards this collective right now? Okay. Oh, jeez Louise, you just got Destiny 333, and 3 was important. We said at the start, expansion, summer, memory. There is certain memories. So June from August to September, don't make it fit. Could have been summer, winter, depending what country you're in. They're going over a memory. I think this is the truth that they want to reveal. I am understanding our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something more on a higher consciousness. I couldn't understand it then, but I do now. It's the activation of this journey too. The trusting in the universe. It's beautiful. Okay, number 82. I was impulsive, I was irrational and selfish. I pushed this connection to its breaking point, and I'm sorry for causing so much conflict in our lives. That's nice. Okay. Intuition. Good. It finally dawned on me why I feel so drawn to you and our connection, and why it's so intense but scary. I'm starting to understand my fears and my overthinking, I'm starting to understand my fears and my overwhelming emotion towards you, and breaking free from the illusions. So you've got to break free from the illusions you're binding yourself to right now. My obsessive thinking got the best of me. I allowed my emotions and others to control it and dictate my actions towards our connection. I finally understand I need to trust my intuition, and they're free. They're starting to understand I am free. No one makes decisions for me in life. I choose my life. It's my life, is what I'm hearing. One more. I know I choose to be happy. I always say this. We are the ones that put our head on a pillow of a night with our emotion. No one else. No one else lives in our brain. It's us that have to deal with it. So why do we bend over backwards to please others? It's our emotion that matters, how we deal with our own emotion. And I feel your person, unfortunately, they really do bend over backwards for people, and they constantly get burnt. And those people that make them overwhelmed as they're closing their eyes, I guarantee you those people aren't overwhelmed by them as they're closing their eyes. You can just... This person is really standing in their power right now. Okay, very nice. Last one, time is ticking, and they know time is running out, that clock. Okay, let's get tarot. All right, what's their next action, and how do you guys need to approach this? Oh my God, first card, the confession. So getting caught, confessions, remorse, unworkable strategy, coming clean, pricked consciousness, 7 of Swords in reverse. First card. So they are coming in with this truth. And I automatically think it's not going to be easy to hear. But they're finally wanting to stand up for themselves. They're sick of undervaluing themselves. They're sitting in their self-worth. Okay. They're getting what they deserve. And they clearly, again, subconsciously... It's like they feel good enough for you. But again, I don't think they're approaching you with, I want to be with you. I think it's an apology for the destruction, the irrational behavior, the impulsive behavior, why the impulsive behavior took place, why this was just such a clean break. It's like the answers of that. Does that make sense for the right collective? They're in their mental strength. They're not backing down. They're taking their power back. They're setting free from the... breaking free, conquering self-doubt, finally, because they're getting their confidence. Okay, so there is some things. I think it's more talking about what was delayed and why it was stuck, like we said before. There's just things here, even though there's things you know, I think there's other things here that might shock you a little bit, okay, but why this was on hold for so long. I do think they will say they've never stopped loving you or thinking about you. Like, there's still going to be warmth in this message. But when it comes to future planning, I'm not seeing that. Okay, not just yet. So this says within the next 3 to 4 weeks as your last card. So maybe when this comes through, they might message you and go off the grid again, and they might re-enter in about 3 to 4 weeks after this point. You've just got to let it be. You can't be reactive. You can't be blocking. You can't do anything, because whatever comes here first, a month from this, they've got a new perspective. They want to reevaluate this again. Okay, so my advice from what I can feel, if you can be accepting of this and not be, and just, you know, again, be transparent with your emotion. But if you're reactive or holding on to the spilt milk, and this might backfire here, because again, they're not coming in with what you've expected love-wise, but that will shift. All right. It's kind of a test here of emotion and communication. Can you guys at least communicate, or are you going to be stuck on the same cycle of lack of understanding for one another? Just know it's not easy for this person to do this, and because they're focusing so much on peace and balance in their life right now, whatever shows them no balance, no peace, they're going to walk away from, just like they're doing in their environment. So if you make them feel like they're coming out of balance, they're losing their peace, codependent, whatever's getting activated, they'll run, because they're so focused on center right now. Internal less, so they're going to go over the internal work, the internal discovery. This is again why they're coming in with this confession, because of all the internal work they've been doing. Huge confirmation. I should have cut Sun, counting their blessings, their authentic self. So they're coming in their authentic self. So you probably think your person's gone to Mars. I always see this in divine separation. Once those veils are on, you're like, where did my person go? You're going to see the person that you once saw before all of this. Okay, they're coming in optimistic. They're coming in a lighter way. They're going to have that sparkle back in their eye. What I just heard, that's nice. Okay, so this, I'm talking about learning from past mistakes, how they've been undervaluing, underachieving, making bad decisions. This is where they're conquering, they're taking accountability. Okay, they don't want to keep making the past mistakes. We felt that before. Wheel of Fortune, big turning point if you can be patient. Might feel challenging. This is coming from up above. Karmic lessons, turning point, big push is what's sticking out here. So you are going to have to pause, and it will feel a little bit delayed again. You're probably like, don't be reactive. Okay, there's something, if you can pass this lesson, this test, this fated moment, it's a huge turning point for a completely new perspective, and finally coming in wanting to, I want to confirm first. World completion, ending the old, creating the new. I do think they're going to want a sense of belonging with you. They want to feel whole with you again. But that doesn't come straight away. That comes when you pass this test of communication. Okay? Very big, you could have something very magical. It's all about the layer. Complete emotional awareness, climax, cycle completion. 2. End out the old, start the new. And again, theme for all of my collectives pretty much this week. Forgiveness, accepting the change, letting go of the past, healing, ready to move on from the past. I think all of my collectives this week, your focus has been, not all, majority of you guys, patience. It's been a theme. So, of course, this collective, you're going to be once again activated with patience and your negative outlook. Get out of the negative outlook. All right, let's just get these quickly. Oh, soul, soulmate, twin soul, soulmate. Stay optimistic, let go of control. Forgiving and learning. So it's just baby steps. Baby steps. This is your first step through this separation to forgive and learn. Let go of the past. Truly heal those past grievances and cycles through honesty. It's going to take time. True love. And another reason the universe is probably wanting you to wait, I say this all the time. You might think hearing the truth, oh, I can forgive that. It takes time to really heal, right? So it being away for another month after whatever this confession is, it's to help you heal too. It's to help you really overcome what you've just heard and trust in Archangel Michael, right? Like we said at the start. It's not just for this person's release, it's also for yours. Otherwise, you would start this relationship with resentment. And again, it's very easy to say I forgive you, but to forgive and forget, it's different. We need to sit on it. We need to transmute it to truly be able to heal from it. So instead of them, when they're focusing on, focus that time on truly healing and letting go of the resentment. And like I've said a few times in this collective trust, neither of you would be where you are today if you stayed in each other's lives. It was governed for a far greater reason. And the discovery and the evolution you see in this person's soul, if you can, instead of holding on to why are they leaving it, focus on the change they've just presented you. Because you're going to see a different version to show you this has all been for something. It wasn't just to heal you, it was to heal them. Hold on to the positive in it and understand why this is being done. Don't fixate on the negative. Glass half full, not half empty. Triple Moon Goddess, Garnet, important birthstone. But Garnet, I wear them on my pinky. Pinkies are your magic fingers. They normally say to just wear it plain silver, but I've got Garnet on one. It's the divine intervention. And there's that royal love. I said that before. Royal love. Love from the start of time. Happiness, your dolphin, your pod. Completion on its way. Tree of life, love from the start of time. It's a twinny charm for me. Communication is on its way, but to heal, to gain confidence again, to forgive and learn from it. All right. 5 cents, transformation. 2020. You could be on this journey since 2020. And then you've got R and N. Rest. What's R and N? Is that rest and what's R and N? N and R? What's R and N? I'm sure that's a saying. Okay. 4 by itself, Emperor energy. 10th of the 8th, 8th of the 10th, 11th of the 8th, 8th of the 11th, 888. You could be seeing 4th of the 8th, 8th of the 4th, 4 portal energy. 11, 11, 11. Destiny is unfolding, wishes coming true. 401, angel number, 14th of the 2nd, 14th of the 1st. 141, 1441. All right, my angels, I love you guys. I'm not going to be on TikTok today, but I will be back on TikTok tomorrow. I've got to get a Moon Angels collective up tomorrow as well, and we'll go on do an unboxing of all our beautiful Intuit Tarot that has come, which I'm excited about. And I love you guys. Love you. Have a good day.